Hi, this is Lindy again with
Julia, and I'm sorry, I'm really this tall.
Okay, so we're going to be learning about strip diagrams, and how we're going to be learning about them today is through a math literature book called The Fashion Show. So are you ready to listen to the book? And we are going to also be solving the problems using the strip diagrams that they do in the book. All right, so let's get started.
The Fashion Show. A fun story explaining how to use strip diagrams and thinking patterns to solve addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division word problems. Written by Erica Henny. Once upon a time in the land of Mathematica lived the strip diagram families, the Uggs and the Eggs. Every month, the two families would get together for family game night, where they would play a game to keep their families from getting bored. One day, the Uggs and the Eggs decided to have a fabulous fashion show contest for their monthly game night. Because they lived in the land of Mathematica, they loved solving word problems using UPS Check. So they each brought a problem for all the guests to solve. To be the judge of the contest, they recruited their neighbor across the street, Justin. The contest would be to see who had the best designed strip diagram outfit. Judge Justin announced, "The rules of the contest are simple. Everyone's design has to represent your own name and has to be yellow and green. The yellow will represent the unknown part of your word problem, and the green part of your outfit will represent the known part of your word problem. All of the outfits have to have a top strip that represents the total or whole of a word problem, and the bottom strip that represents the parts of a word problem. The bottom strip of an outfit can be split into two or more parts if needed."
So let's draw our diagram right now. So we have a rectangle box. Make it really big. Okay, and then split it in half. Good, so the top part is the yellow is gonna represent the unknown part of our problem, and the bottom part is gonna be the known part of your problem. So, and that's green. So we actually don't need to write G and Y on there for green and yellow, because we are going to be filling in the diagram for other problems. Okay, so let's continue.
First, the Ugg family, who likes things to be in unequal groups, arrived with ice cream cones, suckers, and cupcakes. Jug likes to join unequal groups, so she brought 3 chocolate ice cream cones and 6 strawberry ice cream cones. Then she asked everyone, "How many ice cream cones are there altogether?"
Oops. Okay, so let's put on the title here, let's put Jug, J-U-G, because it's joined unequal groups. So that's our first problem we're gonna do. Let's put right here, J-U-G. Good. And so she brought 3 chocolate ice cream cones and 6 strawberry ice cream cones. Then she asked everyone, how many ice cream cones are there all together? So we're solving for the whole total. That's going to be the top part, the whole part. We have the information for the bottom part. So we're going to start filling out our strip diagram right now.
How many ice cream cones are there altogether? To check and see if Jug followed the contest rules, the guests used their placemats to draw out a picture that looks like this. They know the first step to solving a word problem is to understand the problem. So they ask, "What am I looking for?" They are looking for the total number of ice cream cones, so they draw a question mark in the total or whole box.
So draw a question mark in the total whole box. Good. And so we're gonna put the number, not the representation. So how many are here and how many are there? Good.
Then they ask, "What do I know?" They know there are 3 chocolate ice cream cones and 6 strawberry cones. They put pictures of 3 chocolate ice cream cones in one part box and 6 strawberry cones in the other part box. They replaced the pictures of ice cream cones with numbers like this strip diagram. Then they wrote a number sentence to find the total. They are joining unequal groups, so they know the thinking pattern is jug, and the operation is addition.
So we're joining these parts to get the whole. So when we join, what are we doing?
We're adding.
We are adding. So that's what you did, and what number did you get?
9.
9. So
Okay, started.
9 is our question mark. So put the 9 in the question mark box.
The number sentence they wrote was 3 plus 6 equals blank. To find this answer, they used one of the addition strategies they know to get the answer of 9 total ice cream cones.
I did this as soon as.
I am Jug. I like to join unequal groups.
All right, flip it over. We're going to do the next one. So draw your strip diagram.
Okay.
And cut it in half. Beautiful. All right, let's see.
Sug likes to separate these into unequal groups.
So can you write SUG at the top? S-U-G. And that stands for separate unequal groups.
So he brought 10 suckers. After he gave away 3 suckers, he asked everyone, "How many suckers do I have left now?" To check and see if Sug followed the contest rules, the guests used their placemats to draw out a picture that looked like this.
So right here. So what was the whole, the total? 10. And how many did we know that he gave away? 3. So now we're trying to find, so put a question mark here. So we're trying to find what a part is.
They asked, "What am I looking for?" They are looking for the part that is left after some suckers were given away, so they draw a question mark box in one of the part boxes. Then they ask, "What do I know?" They know Sug began with 10 total suckers, so they put a picture of 10 suckers in the total, or whole box. They know that 3 suckers were given away, so they draw arrows to show those 3 suckers need to go to the part box. They replaced the pictures of suckers with numbers like this strip diagram. Then they wrote a number sentence to find the total. They are separating unequal groups, so they know the thinking pattern is Sug, and the operation is.
So when we have the total and we are taking away, we're separating 3 to find the missing number. Are we adding or subtracting, multiplying or
We
dividing?
are subtracting.
Good job.
Subtraction. The number sentence they wrote was 10 minus 3 equals blank. To find this answer, they used one of the subtraction strategies they know to get the answer of 7 suckers left.
Okay, so I'm going to now move on to the next part. We are going to do some multiplying and dividing strip diagrams. So you know adding and subtracting.
This
So that
is
was really
LOMG.
easy for you, okay? So let's draw our next strip diagram.
I am Sug. I like to separate unequal groups. Cug is always comparing unequal.
Okay, so now we're going to be comparing. So we're going to be CUG, comparing unequal groups. Follow your strip diagram. Split it in half. All right, let's see. So I'm going to read this to you. So, Cug, he brought 7 purple cupcakes and 4 yellow cupcakes. Then he asked everyone, how many more purple cupcakes are there than yellow cupcakes? So how they filled out the diagram is they put, you think that's the answer?
Yes.
All right, let's do the math and see if that's the answer. Put the 7 here, put the 4 here. Okay, let's see what happens. So they ask, what am I looking for? They are looking for the difference in purple and yellow cupcakes. So they are comparing two groups. They put a question mark right here.
Oh, okay.
And leave that 7 there. Okay. They ask, what do I know? They know the larger group is the purple cupcakes. That's why it's in the top. That's in the hole.
7 total.
And
That's
they
why
know
I wrote
the
a 7.
smaller group of yellow cupcakes
It's 4.
is in the part box, and it's 4. So that is the visual representation. So now they replace the pictures of cupcakes with numbers like this in the strip diagram, which is what you have. Good. Then they wrote a number sentence to find the difference. So if we're looking for the difference, are we adding or subtracting?
Huh?
If we're looking for the difference, are we adding or subtracting?
Sorry, I have hiccups. We are
We adding or subtracting?
Is it the A word?
The addition, adding, you think we're adding together? They want to see, because we
No,
have the total.
Where's the
so
protracting?
we are subtracting. So 7 minus 4 is 3. So 3 goes in our question mark. So can you put a 3 in the question mark box for me? So they know that there was 3 more purple cupcakes than there were yellow cupcakes. All right.
I thought there were 3 yellow cupcakes at first.
All right.
Because
Flip it over. We're going to do the next one. Jag is always joining equal groups. Of the things together, she brought 4 vases with 3 flowers in each vase to decorate the tables. She asked the 2 families, how many flowers are there all together? So draw your strip diagram. We're going to figure out. Split it in half. So she's asking how many flowers are there in all. So we're looking for the whole. Okay, so you're guessing right now, and that's not getting you the answer. So we need to use our strip diagram to help us get the answer, okay? So when I say she asked the 2 families how many flowers are there in all,
I thought you meant vases.
are we looking for the whole or are we looking for the part?
We are looking for all of them.
So the whole. So put a question mark in the top. Okay. So now we know that there are 4 vases. So I need 4 columns down here. I know you're doing it in your head because you're really good at that, but we're trying to use strip diagrams to get our answer, okay? So I need you to break the bottom half of your strip diagram into 4 sections. So you have 1 here, you have 2 here, 3, 4. Okay. So we know that there's 3 in each one, so put a 3 in each one. Okay. Let's see here. So are we doing multiplication right now, or are we doing division? Are we doing addition or subtraction?
We are plusing them all.
So you're adding. What's another way that you could do it? Instead of 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, what's another way you could do it?
You could do multiplication.
How?
So 4 times 3.
Or 3 4 times, because that's what our diagram's showing, right? 3 4 times. But yes, you can also do 4 times 3. And what number do you get?
12.
12. So put 12 in your question next to your question mark. So you found out that there are 12 flowers. So when we are joining equal groups of flowers, our thinking pattern is multiplication. All right, have we used this side? Okay, cool. Let's move on to the next one right here. We're doing SEG, S-E-G. Separating things into equal groups. Okay, so Seg baked 10 chocolate chip cookies. So first draw your strip diagram for me. It's okay. Split in half. Good. All right, and give me, let's read the problem and we'll see how many we need down here, okay? He baked 10 chocolate chip cookies, but he had 5 plates. He wanted to put an equal number of cookies on each plate. He asked the guest, if I put the same number of cookies on each of these 5 plates, how many cookies will be on each plate? So we need 5 sections down here. So we have 1, 2, 3 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay, so we know that there's 5 groups, which we have right here. Look, count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are representing the plates. And we know there's 10 cookies altogether. So put 10 right there. We put question marks now in all of these because we need to figure out how many goes on each plate. So put a question mark in each of these.
I'm just gonna write.
Put a question mark in each of them. Okay, so how...
What?
Okay, put a question mark in each of these. Follow my directions, please.
Okay.
Okay, so when we are separating the cookies into equal groups, we know that our thinking pattern is seg. The operation for this is what? How can we find 5 goes into 10? What operation do we use? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division?
We do division.
Correct. So we are trying to find, so our division, write our sentence right here. 10, and then do the division sign over here. And then put 5 equals, do you know what 5 going into 10, how many times? 2. So each of these is going to be a 2, so put a 2 in each of those boxes, please. Good job. So we can show right here that we did our strip diagram to find our seg
Ignore the
multiplication.
bumps on the bottom.
Okay,
Ignore
all right,
that.
ready for our next one. Let's see. Right here. Okay, so now we're doing, Seg did another one. He baked now 14 sugar cookies. Okay, so let's do our strip diagram.
Those are so yucky.
Can you make a strip diagram for me, please? Okay, so cut it in half. Okay, so we know that altogether he baked 14 cookies. So altogether 14. Good. So altogether 14 cookies. And he wants on each plate to put 2. So we're going to be figuring out how many cookies or how many plates he needs, okay? So right now we know that he wants 2 on each one. So how many times does 2 go into 14?
Okay. So 7 times.
7 times. And did you use division to figure that out or multiplication?
I counted by 2s.
You counted by 2s? So you skip counted? So you were adding 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, that's a way to do it. You can also do multiplication. You could see how many times do I get 2. So that's 7. So you need 7 groups down here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1 more. And in each one you need to put a 2. Okay, so let's just do our skip counting right here. 2,
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
Good. So that worked. Or 7 times 2, or 14 divided by 2 equals 7. So we can use any one of those to do our strip diagrams. All right, let's finish the rest of the book. While the contestants patiently waited on Judge Justin to decide on a winner, they decided to practice some of their addition and subtraction strategies. first, they sat around counting their fingers and toes because they didn't know what else to do. A little later, they brought out a game of hop on the number line. It was finally time to announce the winner of the fashion show. Judge Justin made the announcement. It's a tie. Everyone is a winner when we use our strip diagrams and thinking patterns to solve problems. That is how the Ugg and Egg families celebrated their problem-solving skills. They hope you can use strip diagrams and thinking patterns to help you solve any kind of word problems you might find.
I just realized that it was saying you're using multiplication, division, minus, and plus on their hats.
You notice that? All right. And that is our strip diagram story.
Bye, started. This was 20 minutes long.